So I often get asked the question, if I'm looking to target other businesses and business owners, what is better, LinkedIn ads or Facebook ads for my accountancy firm? So when speaking to accountants in the past, most accountants I've spoken to have leaned towards using LinkedIn in order to find those in their target audience. And it makes sense because LinkedIn, at least the way that it's perceived, is as a social network channel for other businesses and business people. But I wouldn't completely cross Facebook off your list. And as time has gone on, a lot of people have started to realize how powerful Facebook targeting is. So the purpose of this video really is to give you a comparison between advertising on LinkedIn and advertising on Facebook when it comes to who can you actually target and find on those channels. Because ultimately, the best social media channel is going to be the one where you can find your ideal clients and your target audience. And Facebook and LinkedIn each have slightly different ways of targeting people. So I'm going to start with LinkedIn and just take you through some of the targeting options that you have. And I'm only going to focus on targeting new people that haven't actually heard about you before. So there is also another way you can target people that visit your website or people in your email database and things like that. In this video, I'm only going to be talking about targeting new people that haven't yet heard about you. Okay, so starting with LinkedIn. LinkedIn can target people by, as you can see here, you can target people by their country, by a location, by a city. So you can just start typing in any location that you like, such as London or anywhere you want. And you'll see here on the right, as you start to type in different things into LinkedIn, it will automatically update how many potential people there are. So right now, if I'm just targeting people in London who use LinkedIn, I have 3,700,000 or over 3,700,000 results. But obviously, I want to drill down and really find those that I want to target who are in the right industry and with the right job titles. So with LinkedIn, one of the great things that LinkedIn has is that when people sign up for LinkedIn accounts, they tell LinkedIn who it is they are, who they work for, what's their company. They actually tell LinkedIn all of that information. Now, Facebook doesn't readily have that information. I mean, some people, they do put, their company name or they might put their job title on Facebook. But for the most part, LinkedIn has a lot more data. So even though you can target people on Facebook with different B2B information like their job title and industry, Facebook tends to partner with other companies in order to get that information. But LinkedIn, they actually have all the information and all the data already on their platform because people fill that in when they create a LinkedIn profile, which makes it very powerful, and it does give it a little bit of a leg up on Facebook when it comes to targeting specific business types and business people, which is really cool. So one of my favorite ways of targeting people on LinkedIn are through company industry. So you can type any sort of industry. So if you want to work with those in computing or those in software, you just start typing in any industry that you want to start targeting people in, and you can do that. You can also target people by company size. So again, this is a really powerful one. We were recently running a campaign for another client who only wanted to target very high-level CEOs. And again, you can actually, start typing in the company size. Just select a really big company size number, and then if you select the right job title, as you can see here, you can start typing in things like CEO or managing director. I'm just going to type that in so you can see, and you can just start clicking on all the different job titles that you want to target people with, which again is really, really powerful. So when it comes to targeting people based on all those kinds of things, you can either do things like their age or the years of experience that they have working, any degrees that they might have, and all that kind of stuff. You can really drill down and target those that you want as ideal clients. So you can see so far I've selected, just to go back to the top, I've selected those that are based in London, which have a company size over 500 employees with the job titles managing director, CEO, or director. And I could keep typing in more job titles if I wanted to. I can see that on the right here, LinkedIn has updated it with 74,000 potential results. And I can also do the same kind of thing on Facebook The only difference with Facebook really is that it doesn't have as much data when it comes to things like industry and company size compared to LinkedIn. So the thing that Facebook really has going for it that makes Facebook very powerful is that on Facebook, you can target people based on their interests. So say, for example, I wanted to target business owners that were interested in self-development or interested in playing golf or interested in, charities or whatever it was. On LinkedIn, I can't actually tell LinkedIn that I want to target people, these kind of people, and I want to target people that are interested in a certain type of thing. Or have a certain interest. So when it comes to targeting people based on their psychographics, Facebook does have a bit of a leg up on that one, because Facebook does have a lot of data on what people are interested in, because they track what people do, what pages they like, what websites they visit, all that kind of stuff. They have all of that data and information at their disposal. So this is a quick preview of what it's like targeting someone on LinkedIn. Now on Facebook, I'm just going to go through how you can target people on Facebook, just so you can kind of see the comparison. In principle, it's similar to LinkedIn. So you start by choosing the location. So I'm just going to get rid of the United States. I'm just going to do London in England, just so we can keep it the same as the LinkedIn criteria. And again, I can also choose a certain mile radius. So I can choose if I want, people around London or more closer to central London. It's completely up to you how you want to do that. And I've also found that the targeting when it comes to location on Facebook to be a little bit better as well. Again, I can target people based on their certain ages. So, I can put a minimum age and a maximum age here. I can target people based on gender and language if I wanted to as well. And the most important thing, though, when it comes to targeting Facebook is this detailed targeting section here. This is where I can target people based on demographic, interests, or behavior. So I can start typing in things like business owner, okay? And Facebook will tell me people that are either interested in being a business owner, or they maybe they're self-employed, or maybe they have the job title business owner. There's literally so many different categories, as you can see here. What I can also do is go to browse, and I can start browsing through different categories within demographics. So I can target people based on their financial income, which again is information that LinkedIn doesn't have. I can target people based on their net worth. I can target people based on any sort of life events. So if they're just, started a relationship, I can target people if they're married, what kind of political preferences they have. And when we go to work, which is probably the most similar section to LinkedIn, again, you can see it has a whole list of different industries that you can also target people in, similar to LinkedIn, and also job titles as well. So I can start typing in people that have the, maybe not director, but let me try managing director. So I've got founder and managing director that came up. I can also do CEO or things like that. Let me try the full version. So I've got job titles like this. But as you can see here, that the amount of job titles they have compared to LinkedIn just isn't as high as LinkedIn. Where you're going to get the most value on Facebook is targeting people based on what they are interested in. So when it comes to targeting people interested in certain types of businesses, so say, for example, I wanted to target people that were in a retail business or a property business or personal finance or, whatever, or just had a small business, again, I could actually target those people. And you can see already, just looking at small business, there's already 44 million potential people that I could target, which is significantly higher than LinkedIn. And basically, I can keep narrowing this audience down and make it more and more specific based on things they're interested in. So the more you know about the type of person you are looking to target, so not just that they're a business owner, but the type of person that they are, the things they like, the things they don't like, because you can also exclude people as well. So if you don't want to, have or target any students, for example, you only want to target business owners, you can do that as well. So Facebook has a lot going for it when it comes to targeting people based on their interests and based on the type of people they are. And again, LinkedIn in comparison has a lot going for it when it comes to targeting people based on things like job title, company size, and that kind of stuff. Now, in my experience, I've found, because I've been running campaigns using both LinkedIn and Facebook ads, in my experience, I have found that when it comes to advertising on LinkedIn and Facebook usually generates a lot more leads compared to LinkedIn. Mainly because right now, Facebook has a much, much bigger audience compared to LinkedIn. And also the Facebook algorithm is a lot smarter than LinkedIn as well. So they've already adapted and optimized their algorithm so that they can track, what kind of people are becoming your leads and customers, and they can then optimize the algorithm so that they show your advertisement to more of those types of people, which is something LinkedIn doesn't yet have. So if you're really looking to see, okay, what social media channel is best for my business, the first thing I would look at is who is it that you're targeting, and start seeing if you can actually find these people using the LinkedIn targeting options or the Facebook targeting options, and just see what comes up. Just see what the potential reach is like. Just see what is the potential like. On Facebook, you can see here it also tells you the potential reach. So far it's 250,000 people who live in London, who are between this age and who are interested in this. But obviously, I can keep filtering it more and more to make it more and more specific. So have a look at the potential reach for both channels. And the second thing that I would do is just test both channels and see what one gets you more leads. And not just more leads, it's also the quality of the leads as well. So as I mentioned, we've been running campaigns both on LinkedIn and on Facebook. And even though in all cases we get much more leads on Facebook, when you look at the quality of leads, the quality of leads on LinkedIn has always been very, very high. The quality of leads on Facebook have still been high, but there are a few that have sometimes trickled through that haven't been the best fit. But LinkedIn has been very, very high, has been of a very high quality. That being said, though, you're going to get much less leads on LinkedIn compared to Facebook. So there's a lot of things you have to weigh up. But the best thing you can do, because every business is different, everyone's targeting different types of people, is just go for both channels, test it out, and see what one performs better for your particular business, for your accountancy firm. And then you can make a decision. If you want to keep both running, that's absolutely fine. You can do that. Or if you maybe only want to focus more on one, then that's fine too. And if you are looking just for one channel to start off with, but you're still not 100% sure, my gut will always tell me go with Facebook initially, simply because we've always found we've been able to get really good results on Facebook. Okay, sometimes we've done LinkedIn campaigns in the past, and even though we've found people that could potentially be a good match, because there's not that many people who are active on LinkedIn compared to Facebook, sometimes it just doesn't get as good or as many results as Facebook itself. So if you're looking to just try one channel and test it out, I would start off with Facebook first and then maybe move to LinkedIn and try it in the future. Otherwise, do both at the same time and see what one works better. But like all things in marketing, you've got to try it out. You've got to take action. You've got to do it. You've got to test it and then see what works, and then keep optimizing it and improving it from there.